Hello and welcome once more to the Bench Report. We are Amy and Ivan.
Today we're looking at that significant agreement reached between the UK and the EU concerning Gibraltar.
Yes, the idea is to bring some much-needed certainty, for the people and the businesses there, while crucially protecting British sovereignty.
And it was really urgent. You have this quite extraordinary daily reality. Around 15,000 people crossing the land border with Spain for work.
15,000 every day.
Every single day. It's about half Gibraltar's workforce. And the EU's new entry and exit system was looming.
Which would mean?
Effectively a hard border. Imagine the chaos, the economic hit. We're potentially talking hundreds of millions of pounds a year in costs. It just wasn't sustainable.
Right, a ticking clock. So the core of this deal must be about keeping that border fluid then, for those commuters.
Absolutely. The main outcome, the headline, is that traffic at the land border, people crossing between Gibraltar and Spain, can flow without checks.
Okay, so smoother commutes. What about other points of entry, like the airport?
The airport's different. For arrivals by air, there will be what they're calling dual border control checks.
Meaning?
Meaning both Gibraltarian and Spanish officials will be involved. Think of the French police who operate at St Pancras for the Eurostar.
Okay, a shared presence.
Yes, a pragmatic model. And for goods coming across the land border, there's unique customs setup. The aim is to avoid really cumbersome checks, keep trade moving. It's quite bespoke.
It sounds practical, but there must have been some tough negotiations, some give and take. I heard about Gibraltar losing its VAT-free status.
That's right. The end of the VAT-free regime is, a significant change for Gibraltar's economy.
And the Spanish police presence at the airport. Even if it's like St Pancras on British territory, that sounds like a major point of discussion.
It definitely is. Symbolically, it's a shift. It's presented as a practical necessity for the dual controls, but yes, it's been noted.
Are there other sort of interesting details for travelers?
There's a particularly interesting one, actually. A British passport holder, even if they're only flying into Gibraltar and staying there, not crossing into Spain,
Yes.
they could still fall into the Schengen 90-day limit. The 90 days and any 180-day period rule for non-EU citizens in the Schengen area.
So you could theoretically be denied entry to Gibraltar if you'd spent too much time in, say, France or Italy recently.
Potentially, yes. That's how it seems to work under this arrangement. Though it's important to clarify, British military personnel arriving at the base won't need Schengen checks.
Which leads us straight to the big question, sovereignty. The UK government stance is very firm.
Extremely firm. They state British sovereignty over the whole of Gibraltar, including British Gibraltar territorial waters, remains sacrosanct and ironclad. There's even a specific clause in the agreement to protect it.
But sovereignty claims are often complex. How does Spain view this?
Well, the Spanish Prime Minister welcomed the deal, but significantly added it was without renouncing Spanish claims to the isthmus and the return of Gibraltar. So that underlying tension persists.
And Gibraltar itself, the chief minister.
Fabian Picardo, Gibraltar's chief minister, he strongly welcomed it, called it something remarkable. He stressed he was involved throughout, ensuring the principle of nothing about Gibraltar without Gibraltar. It really highlights that balancing act.
So looking ahead, the goal is stability, jobs, investment, a kind of new normal.
That's the intention, yes.
Yeah.
To create a stable environment for Gibraltar and, frankly, the surrounding region in Spain, too. The agreement is designed without an end date.
Permanence, though.
Or at least long-term stability. Of course, the full text, the details on how disputes are handled, that will all be made public. Parliaments will get to scrutinize it.
It raises a fascinating point for you listening. In a world where borders and relationships are constantly shifting,
How do these kinds of unique, very pragmatic solutions, trying to balance deep-seated historical claims with everyday practical needs, how do they maybe reshape how we think about sovereignty and cooperation today? It's certainly something to watch.
as always, find us on social media at Bench Report UK. Get in touch with any topic important to you.
Remember, politics is everyone's business.
Take care.
Hello there, this is Tom, the producer of The Bench Report. Listener suggestions are vital to my mission of making politics more accessible and accountable. So, if you have an issue that's really important to you, personally or professionally, and want to know what those in power are doing about it, please get in touch via email or via our socials at Bench Report UK. I'll grab another coffee and start scanning those parliamentary archives.